the train line.
Yeah, it is. Hello, and welcome back to Iran Travel Guide. Any traveler who wants to travel, the first question that he asks himself is, how I'm gonna travel?
Yeah, a traveler is always thinking about modes of transport, different prices, different costs, different sort of timetables, how long it will take, what the journey will be like.
And if you want to travel to Iran, of course you need to know how you can travel in this country. In Iran there are buses available for around the country, there are shared cars or there are taxis, and so you can just come with your own bike, motorbike, or if you're interested, and if you're interested in off-roads, you can just travel by your own motorbike and go to the off-roads.
Yes, there's also aeroplanes going around the country, especially if you want to travel to different parts far away from each other. But we on our travels have been on a variety of different modes of transport. We've been by car, we've been by taxi, we've been by aeroplane, and we've been by bus so far. But one thing which we're looking forward to is taking a train journey in Iran.
Trains system in Iran are quite developed. There are the railways all around the country, which makes the travel easy inside the country, and also it's kind of connected to the outside. Railway of Iran is connected to Europe through Turkey.
Yes, this line which you can see behind us runs from Tehran to Tabriz, and from Tabriz it runs on into Turkey, which is this way, and from Tehran this way. So once a week there is a train in either direction going from Tehran to Istanbul or Istanbul to Turkey, meaning you get to see an amazing journey all the way along as well. You get to pass some amazing sites within Turkey and plenty within Iran too.
And yes, so if you're interested to know more about the Railway of Iran, you can just check online. There are lots of information you can find about the railway, and you can book your ticket and come here.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm looking forward to our own trip by rail.
And don't think that we are not taking a train. We are going to take a train right away. No, we are traveling by our own car, but we will take a train later in Iran. Yeah,
we're on the road from Ardabil back to Tehran. We've stopped near Zanjan. So Zanjan is one of the big cities in the west, and it's one of the main intersections for travelers traveling in different directions. From here you can go to Tabriz, to Ardabil, or to Astara, or to Tehran and Ghazvin, and that way.
It is. So we're going to stand here, wait for the train to just pass. I want to watch the train, so have a look. What if there's no train coming?
I was going to say, you don't know when the train's coming at all.
Yeah. But we can wait for a couple of weeks or days.
Okay, you wait, I'm going to go. So, but yes, join us next time on Iran Travel Guide.
Thank you.
So we've just made it to the top of this sort of desert hill here, and the view all four sides is just extremely beautiful. It's dry, but it's got so much life to it. There's little specks of green here and there, you know, one or two small shrubs and trees, but as we look in the background, just such interesting rock formations. You know, you can see the lines in the rocks going around, and you can see the trickles where the water, which only comes seasonally, has gone down. So it's beautiful up here, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And there is a breeze.
Yeah,
makes the heat less.
Yeah, the sun has been baking down on us. I mean, fortunately I've got my protection, and you're more used to the sun than mine, so it's not been too bad at all. But you can imagine just the I don't know, the life of the nomadic people, for example, who spend most of the year in the desert, or some of them all of the year, traveling from waterhole to waterhole. trying to find their way to sustain their lives and just living on what they can find in their animals.
Hi, and thank you for joining us with Iran Travel Guide. We have brought you in this episode to a new place in the city of Tus near Mashhad.
Yes, we're here in the mausoleum of one of Iran's favourite poets, one of the most famous epic writers of his time and indeed of all time. This is the mausoleum of Ferdowsi.
This mausoleum is a big complex. Originally, it was Ferdowsi's own garden. He was buried here when he died. But this place now is turned to his mausoleum, and there are museums, library, and a big garden with a lot of facilities like restaurants, cafes, and places for people to come here for enjoying their times.
Yes, it's a beautiful garden here, and it's a really nice place to spend time. We're coming just as evening's coming down and the sun's descending. So it's a beautiful time. The heat of the day is past, and it's a lovely surrounding to be.
Ferdowsi is very important for Iranian people, not only because his epic book, which is called Shahnameh, which is the book of the kings and the legends, but also because what he has done to renovate the language and the culture of Iranian, the Persian culture.
Yes, the Persian language itself was under threat from various foreign invaders. A lot of Arabic words had entered the language, and so had other influences. What Ferdowsi did was to write the Shahnameh, the world's longest epic poem that's been written by a single person, entirely in Persian words. There's not one Arabic word in there except for the name of God, Allah.
This book it took 30 years for Ferdowsi to finish it. He put all his soul and effort on this book, and that's why this book is still so alive and so loved by Iranians and by all the people around the world.
Yes, the book was written nearly 900 years ago, which gives you a huge perspective on that. Think of that, that's way before someone like Shakespeare or Dickens, even before people like Dante and Chaucer were writing. So this book was written so long ago, but the influence it has been enormous on the Persian language. Still, when you read it today, most of the words are recognizable in their form, in their spelling, and in their meaning.
Lots of phrases and stories from this book which has been taken and came to the normal life of people. In Iran there are lots of sayings and proverbs which have been taken from the book of Shahnameh.
Yes, the stories as well. Very famous stories of the kings of the time, some of them legendary and mythical, others very real ones, who have all given the sort of history of Persia, really brought the culture together as well as the language.
So we are here. We're gonna take you to have a look around this place, maybe say hi to Ferdowsi and show our respect to him. So be with us and follow us on Ferdowsi's mausoleum in the city of Tus. Let's go. Hello and welcome back to another show with Iran Travel Guide. We are here today to the city of Ramsar. It's a bit scary, you see. We are sitting in a cable car in the city of Ramsar, just at the Caspian Sea.
Yes, we're heading up over 700 meters to the top of the mountains here, where we'll have a beautiful view all the way over the sea and down along this lovely coastline.
And yeah, as you see on this side of it, you can see the jungles, the wood, the green woods, beautiful. And on the other side is the wonderful big Caspian Sea, which is the biggest lake in the world.
Yes, I mean, this is the biggest inland waterway in the whole world, and it's salt water. So it's not like other lakes, and it has its own tides, its own ecosystem, its own sort of species of fish, marine life.
Yes, and one thing very special about Ramsar is that in this city is where there's the sea, the Caspian Sea, and the wood, the jungles meet. So they're very close, and that makes the moisture and it's very scary. The moisture of the air to be a bit less.
Yes, so it's like this is as you were saying, it's a brilliant ecosystem. It's where the mountains, the cold air off the mountains meets the warm air off the sea. The beaches here are famous. I mean, the Caspian Sea has lots of good beaches all the way along, but here is especially good.
Yeah, and one thing about below, before we start the cable car, there is a complex. There is a compound which is called the Ramsar, the green city of Ramsar. It's a wonderful complex. You can find whatever you want there. We were gonna have a look there also, and we were gonna show this wonderful place to you. So stay with us, be with us, and enjoy this wonderful trip. So peaceful, so beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, you can really feel the air getting cooler as you go up. You know, it's. I can't wait till we get to the top and see what's there.
Yeah. You know, I want to like keep talking, tell you about things, but there is a beautiful like
silence. I mean, actually, silence is not the right word. It's there's a lot of bird song, forest noises.
I call it the wood silence.
Yeah. I mean, coming from say a city like Tehran to here, which is not that far away, is a huge change. I mean, even the environment, you know, it's so
I knew you were gonna get surprised. I knew that.
Yeah, no, but you know, the air is moist, the vegetation is lush. You know, there are great things in that we've seen. More of the arid landscapes, the rocky ones, they're all very imposing and beautiful. But this is a really different woodland sort of style.
Maybe give one
and close to everything else as well, just not far away at all.
Maybe just give 1 minute silence for the people to just listen to this wonderful sound.
And look at the coastline over there. We've got such a beautiful, you see all the way down the coastline, extending away from us.
I really want to like get into the woods, see what's happening there. You know, there are like different types of species of animals living here in the woods.
Yeah, there are bears.
Yeah, not
right here, but
no, but in the woods,
ecosystem, bears, lynxes.
Brown bears, deers.
Yeah, wild boars.
Yeah. Wild
cats. There were tigers.
Yeah.
No more, sadly.
There are still, but like they're in protected area.
Yeah, not in the wild.
It's quite nice that they took this glass off for us. It usually has a glass here, so it's quite safe. But for us, they took off the glass.
And look, football match going on down there as well.
Oh yeah, there's a football match.
I mean, one of the things about this city that we've found so far is it's not just a resort. There's the resort facilities here, but there's also a real sense of the town and how beautifully it's planned, it's laid out. It's been a really nice thing to see so far.
Oh, it is so beautiful.
I mean, this area is famous within Iran for tourism, but I think it's one of the sort of places which foreign tourists haven't fully discovered yet.
Yeah, that's true.
So if they come here, they have it to themselves a bit more.
It kind of reminds me of Georgia. You remember in Georgia, it was like similar places, but like here it's much greener, much more beautiful. I mean, for me.
No, I mean it's. I mean, we've come here at a lovely time of year, and it's. It'd be interesting to see it in winter, but very different environment, I imagine.
Yeah, so Iran is not only a place for history and culture and food. You should come here definitely. The nature here is just beautiful, it's peaceful. are almost there.
Nearly here, yeah. So
Yeah.
getting off at the top. See some people enjoying the view, taking some
Yeah.
photos up the top.
I really don't like height, but honestly, it was really nice.
That's true. She's very afraid of heights. Okay, let's go and let's get up the top before the sun goes as well.
Yeah.
You know, see the view, watch the sunset.
I'm quite excited to see what is up here.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, you ready? Let's go.
Wait for our doors to open.